Hi, Veronica. Do you know where Austin is? I've been trying to reach him for a while, but he didn't reply to any of my texts or calls. I'm a bit worried about him. We were supposed to meet today, but I haven't been able to get into contact with him. I really need to see him today, no matter what. It's quite an emergency. Oh, hi, Jade. I'm so sorry. The thing is, I wasn't feeling very well today, and Austin has been taking care of me all day. Oh, is that so? If that's the case, please give Austin back his phone. I would like to get in touch with him. I'm sure he wouldn't want to miss my call. It's really urgent and serious. But Austin just went out for a bit. He said he had to run some errands. He had to go to the pharmacy and the grocery store. He didn't have his phone with him. He left it here on the charger. Is everything okay? I need to talk to him urgently. It's about his father. He's not doing well. Father? But his father is already dead, Mom. He died a few years ago from cancer. Don't you remember? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I got confused for a moment. I meant his uncle. His father's brother. He's not doing well. Yeah, Mom. I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened to him? He had a heart attack this morning. He collapsed at home, and we had to call an ambulance. He's in the hospital right now. They're doing some tests on him to see how bad it is. That's terrible. I hope he'll be okay. Me too. Please remind Austin to call me as soon as possible. I need to update him on his uncle's condition and what the doctors are saying. I really do apologize. I'll tell him to contact you as soon as possible. It seems like he had just forgotten to respond to you. I apologize on his behalf. I've kept him quite busy today. No, it's fine. Your health is more important, so I'm glad he's taking care of you. You're pregnant, so it makes sense that Austin would prioritize you over anyone else. Yes, I'm really glad that Austin is by my side. I don't know what I would do without him, but I'm really sorry about today. He should have let you know earlier. Please don't apologize, dear. It's really okay. I understand the situation now. So could you do me a favor and make sure Austin calls me sometime soon? You want him to call you? Yes, of course I do. Why wouldn't I? He's my son after all, and this is a family matter. I just thought it wouldn't be too hard to make a quick call from home while he's taking care of you. I won't ask anything more for him. Just one call. Like I said, it really is an emergency, but I guess if you don't want him making calls right now, I don't have any other choice but to respect that. Oh no, I don't mind at all. Of course, you guys should talk on the phone. In fact, why don't I just tell him to go see you in person? That would be even better than a phone call, right? I've been feeling a lot better lately, so it wouldn't be a problem at all for me to stay here by myself for a while. Oh really? You would do that for me? That's so kind of you. I feel bad for taking him away from you, though. Are you sure you don't mind? I'm sure you're going through a lot right now and need Austin to look after you. Oh, it's completely okay. Please don't worry about it. Austin promised to meet you today, so he should keep his promise. He should be there for you too. You're his mother after all, and you're going through a tough time as well. I'm sure he would want to see you and comfort you. You are such a wonderful wife. I'm really glad Austin married you. You're so understanding and generous. Okay then, if Austin can come see me right now, that would be great. I'm sorry again for the trouble. Thank you so much for everything. No need to apologize, Mom. It's really no problem at all. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Take care, Mom.
Hey, Veronica. I'm on my way to the hospital right now. I know you must be feeling hungry, so I want to get you something to eat. Do you have any cravings or preferences for food? I can buy you anything you want to eat, just name it.
Aw, thank you, Austin. You're so sweet and thoughtful. You always take such good care of me. Maybe some fruit? I heard they're very nutritious and beneficial for pregnant women, and they also help heal wounds faster. Plus, they're refreshing and delicious.
All right, I'll get you some fruit then. Any particular kind of fruit you want? How about some apples, bananas, oranges, grapes, or strawberries? Or maybe a fruit salad with a mix of everything. You been feeling okay?
I think I'll be okay. It seems like the baby is okay as well. The doctor said there was no serious damage to the baby or me. It still hurts a bit where I got hit. But other than that, I'll be able to have the baby without any problems. I'm so grateful for that.
I see. I'm really glad everything is okay. I've been so worried about you. Ever since I heard what happened, I couldn't sleep or eat or think straight. Who in the world would do something so atrocious? It's just vile. I swear, if I ever found who did this, I don't know what I'd do to them.
It's okay, Austin. Just stay by my side. That's all I need right now. The police are investigating the incident and they will handle everything. They said they have some leads and suspects already. I'm just so relieved the baby is safe. That's the most important thing to me. I feel so much better just knowing that.
Still, how can I stay calm in a situation like this? To barge into the house and assault you and the baby? No matter how you look at it, it's just completely absurd. Not to mention, utterly infuriating. Do you still remember what the guy looked like? Maybe we can help the police with some details.
I told the police everything, but his face was hidden. He was wearing a mask and a hoodie. He also wore gloves and didn't say anything. He just came in and started hitting me. I don't have anything to identify him by.
Damn it. What am I supposed to do now? How can we catch this guy if we don't have any clues?
Don't worry about it, Austin. Just leave it to the police to handle things. They're professionals. They'll find him sooner or later. I really need you right now. I know you have a lot on your mind, but the only thing I want from you is for you to hold my hand through this.
Okay. For now, I'll just head to the hospital. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Austin. I'm really happy I get to see you today. Hi, Veronica. How are you feeling today? I hope you're recovering well from the incident. I'm so devastated by what those two men did to you. They were so vicious and cruel. It's just unthinkable. I hope you recover soon. And your poor baby. I'm so sorry for your loss. You must be heartbroken as well. 2 men? How did you know there were 2 men involved? Oh, I read it on the news. Yeah, that's right. The news said there were 2 men who attacked you. Really? That's strange. Because I never told the news that there were 2 men. I only told them there was 1 man. The other one was a lookout who stayed outside. How did you know that detail? I don't know. Maybe I got confused, or misread something, or maybe I forgot. Forgot? How can you forget something like that? Jade, you don't have to pretend anymore. I already know the truth. I know you hired those 2 men to hurt me and my baby. What? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Why would I do such a thing? Don't play dumb with me, Jade. Excuse me. I don't understand what's going on. Why are you getting all upset, dear? Oh, just cut the act. I swear I'll never forgive you for this. Austin told me everything. He told me how you paid those thugs to make sure I have a miscarriage. You planned everything out perfectly. You wanted to see him that day to make sure I was alone at home. You hired a guy named Samuel to come and assault me, right? We have evidence. Just hold on. What in the world are you talking about? I would never do something like that. How could you even assume that I was a part of this? I'm quite hurt. Oh, so you really are going to try and play dumb? Are you sure that's what you're going to choose to do here? The more you try to cover up your crime, the worse the consequences will be later on. Are you really okay with that? Well, I don't even understand what's going on, so I really don't know what to say. What crime? Who is this guy? Samuel? I don't know anyone that goes by that name. What a pathetic excuse to make. I don't even care anymore. You're just one shameful fool, aren't you? Do you even feel any remorse about what you did? How dare you? A fool? Well, then, I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. Yes, Veronica, it's true. I hired those men to get rid of you and your baby. And I don't regret it at all. I despise you. You're the one who seduced my son, Austin, just so you could have a child. You're the fool who only thinks about yourself. Huh? I seduced Austin? Are you kidding me? I know you don't really love Austin. You don't care about him. He told me himself that it was your dream to raise your own child. For you, the father didn't matter as long as you could have a child. Am I wrong? Yes, it's true that it was my dream to be a mother. But what does that have to do with anything? It's not like Austin was opposed to the idea. He also wanted to have a child with me. You never objected to me having a child either. In fact, you said you were happy for us. So now, after months of being pregnant, you want to make a fuss about it? I tried to tell him many times how I felt, but he never listened to me when it came to you. He just kept being stubborn and blind. I'm sure you manipulated Austin into going against me, didn't you? He was always a good boy, obeying me faithfully until you showed up. He never told me anything about how you felt about the pregnancy in the first place. He probably kept it from me because he was ashamed of how pathetic and controlling you were acting. Understandable. A child born from a mother like you is way more pathetic and pitiful if you ask me. Don't make Austin waste his life away raising a child like that. He deserves better. If you had any respect for him at all, you would let him go. You know what? I really do sympathize with the fact that you lost your husband. I know it must have been hard, but that doesn't give you the right to interfere with your son's life like this. You need to deal with your own issues. You don't know anything. My husband and my son are the reason I keep living. Everything I did for them. After my husband died, Austin was the only family I had left. You took him away from me. How could you possibly understand how I feel? You have no right to lecture me like this. Took him away? That couldn't be further from the truth. Austin is a grown adult who can make his own choices. And besides, Austin always tried to make time for you and include you in his life. Why are you being so selfish and possessive? Do you even care about how Austin feels? Whatever. At least Austin understands the situation clearly now. He must have realized how much I truly love him. Hopefully, he'll reconsider his actions and choose better this time. Reconsider his actions? How did you expect him to react? Austin already reported you to the police. Not only that, but he plans to cut you out of his life completely. What?
Mom, it's over.
Oh, Austin, I'm so relieved you understand how I feel now. I did this all for you. You know how much I love you, right? You're going to prioritize me from now on, right?
I'm sorry to say that I don't recognize you as my mother anymore. The police are on their way to arrest you. Either stay at home until they get there, or turn yourself in. There's no escape for you.
How could you say that to your own mother? After everything I've done for you? This is how you repay me?
You are a criminal, okay? In fact, you are practically a murderer. Do you get that?
What? That's absurd. I was just doing what was best for our family.
That guy Samuel hesitated a bit before punching Veronica in the stomach, and the impact wasn't as strong as it could have been. Who knows what would have happened if he had attacked Veronica with full force?
Isn't it all fine now then? It's not like Veronica had a miscarriage. The baby is alive and well. I feel sorry for what I did. So let's just forget about it and raise the child together. Let's start over. I really give up this time. After this incident, I think I was able to sort out my feelings about everything at this point. I think it's time to accept the child.
There is something seriously wrong with you. Don't tell me about how sorry you feel now. Save it for the police.
The police? What? I'm getting arrested too?
Of course! Hiring someone to commit a crime is a crime itself, and I could never forgive you for harming my precious wife and child. You crossed the line.
Please don't do this to me. Don't leave me alone like this. I swear I'll die. I was just so lonely. It was so painful losing my husband. The grief was too much to bear, and I couldn't cope with it. I made a foolish mistake, that's all.
I know it must have been difficult losing your husband, but trying to end the life of an unborn baby is unforgivable. Did you really think I would forgive you for doing this? Please, just don't say anything anymore. It's really painful seeing my mother in such a pitiful state.
You think I'm pitiful? I'm glad to hear that. That means you still care about your mother.
I'm not actually pitying you. You're just too pathetic to look at right now.
Fine, whatever. I don't care what happens anymore. If I'm going to get arrested, I might as well fight to the end and go all out.
Fight till the end? What do you mean by that? Let's just calm down now.
I'm already in front of the hospital. Come out.
Hey, what are you thinking of doing? Stop it. You've done enough already. Huh? Why is the emergency alarm going off? What did you do?
Oops. What do you know? I punched the nurse at the reception. If things were going to end up like this, I should have taken matters into my own hands from the start.
What the? I just heard that you're holding a knife. You need to stop right now.
Oh, the knife. I'm going to take that baby out of your wife's stomach. Just you wait, little one. I'll save you from your misery. Oh no, look what I've done. Gosh, I just stabbed the security guard by accident.
Stop! Just stop! I beg you! Just calm down already!
Austin, what happened? Is everything all right?
My mom was finally arrested. The nurse at the reception suffered light injuries. As for the security guard that was stabbed, it thankfully wasn't life-threatening since it was his shoulder. It seems like he'll be able to have a complete recovery with no after effects.
I'm really relieved. I was so worried. I thought I would have a heart attack when I heard what was happening. But how about you, Austin? Didn't you suffer some injuries as well?
Oh, it was nothing. Just some small cuts. Honestly, it's a bigger deal that my designer shirt is all damaged now.
Just come back to the hospital room as soon as possible. I just want to make sure you're okay, and I just need you by my side right now.
I'm still being questioned by the police, but I'll go to you as soon as it's all finished.
Sorry. I know you have a lot to process as well. This must have been a lot for you too.
No, I feel a lot better now. It's okay. There's just one thing I'm really scared about.
What? What is it?
I've been getting non-stop calls from my workplace. Probably because I didn't show up at work today.
The incident that almost cost me and my baby our lives was a turning point for everyone involved. Samuel and Jaden, the two men who attacked me, were arrested and charged with attempted murder, assault, and conspiracy. Jade, my husband's mother who hired them, was also arrested and charged with the same crimes. They were all sentenced to long prison terms and sent to different prisons. I heard that they had a hard time adjusting to life behind bars. Especially Jade, who was shunned by her fellow inmates for her heinous act. As for me and my husband Austin, we were able to move on from the trauma and enjoyed our married life together with no one to interfere. I was able to safely give birth to our beautiful baby boy, who we named Ethan. He was the spitting image of his father, with his bright blue eyes and curly blonde hair. He was also very smart and cheerful, always curious about everything around him. He brought so much joy and laughter into our lives. We loved him more than anything in the world. We were truly blessed and grateful for everything we had. But we never forgot what we had gone through and what we had learned from it. We always made sure to protect each other and our home from any possible harm or threat.
Felicity, I just got to the hotel. It's surprisingly nice for a place that work prepared for me.
Did you have to go tonight? You could have gone in the morning. I'm sad that you're gone, Keaton.
But the meeting's early tomorrow. If I oversleep or get lost, I'd be late. It's safer to stay the night, instead of rushing there in the morning.
I get that, but I feel lonely being alone for the night. It's sad to have a double bed to yourself.
I get that, but you gotta understand, this is my job. You're a mother now, but you're still craving affection, as always.
That doesn't matter. Being a mother doesn't change my personal needs.
If you're so lonely, why don't you sleep together with Sana? Your daughter should be able to ease your loneliness a little.
But she's always such a crazy sleeper. She'll take my covers. And when she's sleeping, she kicks. Pretty hard, too.
That's true. Sleeping together with Sana is pretty dangerous. She's 10 now, so she's getting stronger. I took a nap next to her the other day, and she punched me in the face.
I'll just suck it up and sleep alone. Just come home as soon as you can, okay? You'll be back in a week at most, right?
Yeah. Let me know if anything happens.
Will you come back if anything does happen?
Of course.
Yay.
It'll be around a 4-hour drive. But if you need me, don't hesitate to contact me. Just be a good girl while I'm gone.
Don't treat me like a kid. You don't need to tell me, I'll be good.
That's great. This week is Sana's open house at school, right?
Yup, I'm looking forward to it.
I wanted to see how she's doing at school firsthand, too. I wish this business trip didn't clash with the open house.
It can't be helped if it's for work. Just leave it to me. I'll go see how she's doing at school on your behalf.
I'm glad. Then I'll leave it to you.
Oh, I'd better go buy new clothes for the open house. If I'm not dressed right, I'll embarrass Sana. Oh, I need to go to the salon, too.
Looks like you're really getting into this. But is it really the kind of occasion that needs new clothes?
I need to put in effort for any school event that involves parents. I could end up making Sana feel ashamed of me based on what I wear. So I'd better prepare properly.
I see. Then I'll leave everything to do with the open house to you.
You can count on me. I'll let you know how it goes. Have a good business trip, Keaton. Hi, Dad. You must be still asleep, sorry.
What's up? It's still so early. It's a bit early for school. Why don't you sleep a little more?
Mom's not home yet. What should I do? I'm sick of being home alone.
Not home yet? Mom went out somewhere?
2 days ago. She said she was going out, but she hasn't been back since.
2 days ago? Really?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I'm sorry.
Well, she might have gotten into an accident wherever she went to. It's weird for her to not come home after so long.
But Mom said she'd be gone for around 2 days.
Huh? Wow. Really? Mom really said that?
She did. But it's almost 3 days now, so I texted you, Dad.
Wait a sec. Where did Mom say she was going?
I don't know. She dressed up nice and took a big bag with her, so probably a vacation or something?
She left you and went on vacation? Are you serious?
Since you've been away on business, Mom's been out all the time. She's not home much, so I've been alone most of the time.
I can't believe Mom was doing this behind my back.
Mom told me not to tell you about her being out so often. She said she was going to punish me if I speak.
What kind of punishment? She didn't hit you, did she?
Yeah, she hits me with a belt.
Oh, no. Has she punished you like that before?
Lots of times. If I'm not a good girl, Mom punishes me while you're gone. She said not to tell you about her vacation either. She warned me that if I told you, I'd be separated from you, and I'd never see you again. Is it true that I can't see you anymore because I told you?
Not at all. Don't worry. We won't have to live separately. I'll always be by your side, Sana.
Today's open house at school. Mom's probably not coming, is she?
Oh, that's right. Today is open house. Then I'll go.
But you're working, right? You can't come home until you're finished with work, can you?
The most important work was already finished yesterday. I can leave the rest to other people, so I'll come home. What time do I need to be there for the open house?
5th period, after lunch.
I should just be able to make it. I'll get there as soon as I can, so just hop on the bus and go to school as normal. Got it?
Okay. I have a presentation today at open house. I worked hard on it, so make sure you watch it, Dad.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
I was actually going to listen to Mom and not tell you about her being gone.
Right.
But yesterday night, when I was preparing for my presentation, I got sad. I felt bad that even if I prepare, you and Mom wouldn't be there to hear my presentation. I couldn't hold it in anymore, so I told you everything, Dad. I'm sorry.
I see now. You don't need to apologize for a thing, Sana. You did nothing wrong. I'm the one who should be apologizing for not noticing what you were going through earlier. I'll be there for your presentation.
Yeah, I'll be waiting at school. It's a promise. Hope you had a good day at work. I just came back from Sana's open house. Oh, she was listening intently to the teacher, and she put her hand up to answer questions. That's our daughter for you. Oh, I wish you could have come to open house, too.
I did go, though.
Huh?
Well, what do you know? I wish you could have come to open house, too. It was pretty good.
What do you mean?
I heard the situation from Sana. I left my business trip early to go to the open house. You're still on vacation, right? Where are you?
What are you talking about? I wouldn't leave our 10-year-old daughter to go on vacation. What did Sana tell you exactly?
You're right. Normal people wouldn't do such a thing. But the fact is that you have. If I'm wrong, let's Skype. Show me where you are right now.
Oh, I can't. My battery's about to go.
Then you admit your guilt?
No, you've got this wrong.
It's suspicious that you're not trying to prove me wrong after being accused like this. So you can't prove me wrong, can you? I know already, so you can't excuse yourself out of this one.
Fine. Why did Sana have to blab about everything? It's all gone wrong because of her.
Don't make this Sana's fault. She was afraid of you getting back at her if she told me, but she still did. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing what you put her through all this time.
What did I put her through then? What is it that you think I did?
While I was away on business, you left Sana to go out and have fun, didn't you? I heard from her that you regularly hit her with a belt as well. I confirmed this by checking the bruises on her body.
Those were just bruises. They'll heal. I had to discipline her because she wouldn't listen to me.
This was clearly way beyond just disciplining. It was all parts of her body hidden by clothes, too. Nobody noticed the bruises on her body all this time. She must have suffered so much, poor thing. And on top of that, you left a kid alone at home for 3 days? What is wrong with you?
I had to go on this vacation. I couldn't refuse because I got invited by a high school friend I hadn't seen in ages. I wasn't sure when we could meet next if we missed this opportunity. Sana's at the age where she can stay at home alone.
So you thought you would leave her for 3 days? And how do you explain the open house? You said I could count on you for that so many times. You told Sana to pretend that you did go, didn't you? What a dirty trick.
But my friend invited me. Oh, I really wanted to go.
Those weren't the only things that shocked me. There's one more thing Sana told me.
One more thing?
The kids all did a presentation for open house. Sana's one was a masterpiece.
Huh? What do you mean?
The title was My Mother.
She spoke about me?
She said about how you hit her with a belt when you're in a bad mood. Also that you left her to go on vacation. She spoke in a great deal of detail about what kind of person you truly are.
What? She spoke about things like that? In front of everyone?
And another thing, in the presentation, she said that you were having an affair. This vacation of yours is with your affair partner, isn't it?
Sana's just making up stories. I'm not having an affair. I always tell you that I only have eyes for you, Keaton. I told you how sad I was about you leaving for your business trip.
Now I can see that all that was an act. You were just playing the good wife so you wouldn't get caught in your affair. I've been told you even brought another man into the house when Sana was around. Of course, with threats to punish her if she told anyone.
Did she say that in her presentation too?
Shall I tell you how the people in the classroom reacted when Sana gave her presentation? It went dead silent in there. Some parents were even crying. I almost cried too, from the shock and the humiliation. I didn't think that my beloved wife was also cheating on me. Everything I learned today overwhelmed me. If another student's dad didn't rub my back, I would have cried for sure.
I can't believe she spoke about our family affairs publicly. That's awful.
You're the one who's awful here. After Sana finished her presentation, the whole classroom broke out into loud applause. I thought some kids might be mean to her about her mother having an affair, but you could feel the whole class support for her. On the other hand, they all realized that you're the worst, Felicity.
No way. A lot of her classmates are our neighbors. Oh, they're going to be so cold to me from now on. How can I even live in the neighborhood from now on?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. You can't live here from now on anyway.
Why not?
You're going to have to leave the house. I can't live with a wife who hurts my daughter.
Don't decide that for yourself. What about my wishes?
Don't think that I'll take your wishes into account anymore. I'm prepared to fight you tooth and nail after talking to CPS and hiring a lawyer. I'll be fighting for 100% custody, child support, and I'll even sue you for emotional damages. You'd better prepare yourself.
But we were such a good couple that others envied us. Oh, let's not argue, come on.
All that was built on a lie, though. You were doing so much behind my back. Anyway, this isn't an argument. It's a legalized negotiation. But one where you don't have a single bit of leverage over me. How was school, Sana?
Everyone was gentler to me than usual. The principal came to see me and said that I can talk to her about my problems anytime.
Right. I'm glad everyone at school is so kind.
Is Mom still not coming home? I wonder where she is.
She probably can't come home because she's scared of me. I'm so mad at Mom at the moment.
I wonder if she went to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
She probably did. Maybe she thought that if it's her own mom and dad, they'll help her.
But I did make Grandpa promise. If Mom visits, he should tell her off and make her feel bad. Grandpa said that he could count on me for that.
I did tell Grandpa everything that Mom did. He was really angry with Mom, So I think he'll keep his promise with you.
Mom's really in trouble with Grandpa now.
I guess so. Sana, are you alright without Mom around?
Yeah. Because she won't lie to you or hit me anymore.
Right. I'm sorry I didn't notice all of this sooner.
I'm sorry for lying all this time too, Dad.
Don't worry about that. You should come home early, because I'm making your favorite tonight. Chicken and fries.
Really? Yay! Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I was so happy when you came to the open house. I love you forever, Dad.
After that, it seems like Felicity headed to her parents' house. But as soon as she arrived, she got an earful from her parents, who heard the whole situation from me and Sana. I guess Sana's grandfather kept his promise and gave Felicity a hard time. Shortly after that, we got divorced. I got sole custody of Sana, so now we're enjoying life with just us two. My ex-wife is being watched closely by her parents, while she works night and day to pay her child support and emotional damages. Maybe her new lifestyle was tough, because she tried to text us and get back into our lives. But after we both ignored her, she settled down again. After we started our new lives, Sana was humming cheerily as she packed her mother's belongings in the corner of the room. I asked her what she was doing. She told me that there was no need for them now that her mother was gone. She was sorting through Felicity's belongings with a joyous smile on her face. Part of me felt rage towards my ex-wife for mistreating Sana so badly that she felt this way. But I also felt ashamed of myself for not seeing it all sooner. From now on, I want to make sure my daughter will never go through anything like this again. I want to give her enough love to make up for her lost mother.